Hey folks, Karo here, and this video is to do something I said I would do a while ago, and it was to showcase Bolverk, because in one of my summoning videos I summoned a dupe Bolverk in my third account, and I said, you know, dupe Bolverk's fantastic, and one day I would show you guys how I use the two Bolverks I've got in my main, and so I thought that's what I would do today. So Bolverk has a lot of uses. Most people are aware Arena and RTA. I don't really use my Bolverk as much in the RTA field as I would like, probably because I don't play RTA that much anyway. But here I got two Bolverks. I actually summoned both of these guys pretty close to each other. I think there were a 2-week gap between the two when I summoned them. And I have loved having two. Now, don't get me wrong, one Bolverk is brilliant, two is fantastic. I'll show you why in a sec. So I've got both Bolverks here, both runed pretty similar. One has better accuracy than the other and also better speed, although having said that, I think this one's numbered slot 2 is yet to be fully upgraded, yeah, but anyway. So Bolverk 1 and Bolverk 2, both are on violent runes. One is violent shield, the other is violent will. Speed HP. Actually, all of these guys are okay. That one's not upgraded. I thought he was. This one, I believe, yeah, this one's fully upgraded. Both of them have max skills as well. Not that it's really important, it just increases the likelihood of you stealing a buff. Alright, so these are my two Bolverks. How do I use them? I use them in a range of different ways. I use them in Arena. I use them in Guild Wars quite a bit. And I also use him in TOA Hard. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip. I'm going to go over, look for an arena fight that would suit this comp, how I use them, and I'll jump in there and let you guys see it in action. Alright folks, so where I use this comp that I keep talking about, dupe Bolverk, is when it comes to arena, is when I'm up against defenses that don't look like I'm going to be able to quickly nuke it or get through it pretty fast or control it. And this is one of them, because Tiana will put will runes. Chances are some of these guys will already have will runes when you start. Triana will put will runes. Triana will give them immunity, but chances are they've already got will runes on them. So I'm going to use my this team to try and deal with it. Now, Bestet is there for Swift. She's built. Where's she gone? She's built on Swift will, speed, def. And my Amelia is violent, endure, speed, HP. I have got a second Amelia, but she's on Swift runes and not very good quality ones. You already know what both Bolverks on. The reason Amelia's in here, A, for the immunity, but also because she can transform backwards and forwards out of human form into unicorn form and back with violent procs and make it that much faster to getting the Bolverks with the 5 knowledge. Alright, so straight away, Bestet goes first, bang, bang, and they're all ready and revving to go. I'm going to put her down. I'm not going to bother using her freeze. Yeah, okay, cool. Normally I'd be going for the Jean, but that Triana's going to be annoying, so let's get rid of her first, or at least attempt to. Now, if I can get a violent proc, I can tap her and take her out. I didn't get a violent proc. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Right. Now, normally I would transform out of unicorn form, but because of the Jean, the light paladin there, I'm not going to risk it, because then she'll provoke it. I should do an attack break on the opponent, but anyway, she'll do that, provoke them, and then I'm screwed, because then they'll all continually hit her and not where they're meant to be going. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I can, maybe violent proc can take you out now. Violent proc! Didn't violent proc, but that's okay. I'll take it out. Cleanse. Death break as well. Let's do that. And that's now my next target will be the gene. So the sooner I can take the gene out, the better. So let's try and take her out as soon as I can. Just keep hitting with it out. Yeah, that's good. That's gene down. Now I can do this. So I'll transform out, freeze. Didn't work, but it's fine. Attack break. No. Oh, ouch. Thing's trying to kill my unicorn. I'm going to cleanse that, just so I can get rid of the death break. Do that. So Pern is now on his second life. It's good. Ouch. And, you know, that's why Amelia works so well with Bolverk, because the transforming in and out of human form is just, you know, so clever. It brings them back up to their full self. And as you can see, I've really got no damage dealer per se in this team. It's literally just, I drain your life down, poke, you're dead, and then on to the next. And with 2 Bolverks, it works brilliantly well. You know, it's surprisingly how well it can work. There we go. So he steals the buffs. It's fantastic. He's already ready to go. Oh. Again. Don't make me lose this now. I'm trying to show this off. So, yeah. So as you can see, it works efficiently well. It gets me around. And the other thing is, I like it gets around certain passes so well. The Bolverk's skill, like for example, the Anchor's passive where he can't lose more than 30% of his HP. Bolverk ignores that. It just goes 50% gone. Bang. And I love the fact that he heals him. Alright, let's find another base and let's do another quick run and I'll see if we can get similar results. Alright. So another example of pretty chunky teams. The Theo over there on the left and the Perna together are scaring me a little bit. So let's see if I can get around them. So I'll do that. I'm going to freeze. We'll try to freeze that. Didn't work. That's fine. Let's get rid of that Theo as soon as I can. Now, as you can see, I didn't do much HP because his shield that he had from the Wusa was so strong that it barely got through. Well, it got through. It just, you know, Theo's health isn't huge. So, you know, funnily enough, there wasn't much to take with the Bolverk skill. That's fine. We can get through that. Let's see if we can steal off that. Attack break. I don't mind you attacking her. She's got wheel runes. Okay, still. There we go. And still. Now the reason I've actually gone for this team though, is because of ouch. Not because of ouch. Because of the Rena. And the reason being is this also works quite well against Rena defenses because seriously. Oh my god. Cannot stand Theo's fallen procs. They give me the shits. Excuse my French, but they really do annoy me. Okay. Do I want to just poke him? Just poke him. Goodbye. Yeah, I'll go for Tony next because he's the next damage dealer. So yeah, I'll take out Perna next, even though I've got elemental advantage. Doesn't mean squat. Here we go. No, because you've already maxed out. So let's just suck your life. 50% gone. Because of not. Violence! Come on! Yeah, that only happens 20% of the time. Oh, dear me. Oh, yeah. Now, the trick to it, though, when you're up to this point, when you're taking out Rena with Bolverks, is don't touch her. Don't touch her. I'll get to her in a second. Because I don't want her to get her shield up. That's the thing. So the temptation to steal that wheel was quite high, but the fact is if I do that, bring up a shield, and this will make this go on far longer than it has to. So, thank you, Usa. I needed that. Look. Do I have... Yeah, transfer once. I'm not going to put the shield. Come on. There we go. Still. Oh, your shield. Life. And look at that. Dead. She be dead. So yeah, it works really well against Rhaenys. Just gets around the annoying shields so well. Here we go. Almost done. Almost done. I just love the fact that all I need to do is do that. So there we go. Another round one. Alright, let's go to one more. I want to see if I can find one with someone with a passive that can show you work around. Now I've shown you a couple of times Bolverk in action on Swift. In Arena, sorry. So let's see if I can find a defense in Siege. We've already won, so technically I should just take it one of those bases, but that one shows off. So let's see if we can find one. Nope, that's not what I'll use you on. See, that one I could do. It's pretty easy though because of the effects. What's this one? No, this one over here was this one? Yep, okay, I'll do this one. Now, let's have a think. What am I going to use on that? Which side do I go? I reckon I'm going to go to the top. Like that. Do I want to use something other than that? No. I'm going to use my Fingyen. Which Fingyen is that one? Is that the Violent? Yep. I've got a Swift Fingyen. He's not a very well built one, but Swift will. But I've also got a Violent Destroy Fingyen. So, alright, so we've got here Amelia, Violent Amelia. Now which Bolverk is that one? That's the wheel one. I might go for the Violent. Maybe should one. Okay. No, so the one again. I want that one. And I'll do that team down the bottom to see how we go. Faster. No, because you can strip it, so let's not do that. Now I want to get rid of that Jean straight away. This is actually going to probably not work very well because of how much life heal he's going to have. Freeze! Didn't work. Yeah, we'll do that. But the good news is, my Fingyen is on Destroy. So, he'll at least knock down the HP. Freeze. That's fine, you can do that. You can do that, because now I can suck 50% of that girl's life away. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, freeze. Freeze. That's fine. Okay, Jean's down. But don't take too much of the limelight, Fingyen. This is meant to not be your show. It's meant to be Bolverk's show. Oh, dear me. Yeah, okay, do that. Ouch. Why would you do that? Freeze. Freeze. Get rid of that Armin. Armin? Is that you say it's Armin? He used to be really good back in the day, but now he's sort of mediocre. I still use mine in TOA on certain occasions when I want to provoke the boss. Oh my god, he's lethal. I love my Fingyen. Just look how painful he can be. Yeah, okay. None of Fingyen spots. None of Fingyen spots. Okay. Bolverk, can you take it? Freeze. Die. Alright, Bolverk really didn't do much. Fingyen stole a lot. Alright, let's just get rid of this one quickly. Now, a lot of people say Tay, that's Tail. The one on the left is not that fantastic. I beg to differ. I love him to bits. Look how much damage that just dealt. And then Chason just goes, yeah, whatever. But yeah, lethal. Yeah, we'll do that. Damn you, Chason. Die. One shot chow. Now I just need to get that Chason out of the way. Chason by herself literally does nothing but irritating. Especially when you don't have elemental advantage. Where's Puna? Okay. Let's get over that quickly. Oh, death break. And be dead. So I love Tail. I think I actually prefer him over the other Chimeras. I've got a wind one. Alright guys, so one of the other areas that I use Bolverk in quite a lot is TOA Hard. Most of the time I use dots, and most of the time that will get me all the way through, but there are certain stages of TOA Hard that can be problematic, and using dots don't always work because either you do a critical hit and something bad happens, or they're just immune to debuffs. So to that end, I use Bolverk. Now, one of the common stages in the current cycle of TOA Hard that causes people problems is 93. This is 93, and the reason it's a problem is because of the ragdolls. These guys, because of their passive, increases the attack bar of all allies by 15% if an ally receives a critical hit. Because there's 4 of them, you're in for a world of pain if you do a critical hit, because all of them will start hitting you back, and you don't want that. Now, I use this team to deal with that. Bastet you've already seen, Amelia you've already seen, and Bolverk, the Bolverk I'm using is the Violent Shield. Now, and the only reason I'm doing that is because of his stats regarding his accuracy and his speed overall. Now, the other 2 I'm using is Lois. Now, Lois is Violent Guard, speed, HP, HP. Not best quality runes, but enough to get a buy. And Acasis, who's on speed, HP, HP, Despair Energy. Now, the reason I use these guys is again to put the buffs. They're all centered around Bolverk, putting as many buffs on him as possible so he can get the 5 knowledge he needs to zap 50% of the HP of the mons. Now, I'm going to show you only the final stage of this. I'm not going to go right through because we could be here for quite some time if I do that. So how about I get straight into it? How about we go straight forward to that moment and see it in action. Alright guys, so as you can see, that's the uses that I have for Bolverk. I hope that video was of some use. I hope that gives you some ideas if you have Bolverk. You know, that, especially with the TOA hard trick, because I know that can be quite challenging for players. If you don't have Amelia, you can still do that trick. You just need to find other ones that can, you know, stack those buffs on, and there are plenty out there. Alright guys, thanks for staying watching this one, and as always, Karo signing off.